Hello everyone, welcome. We're about to dive deep into a topic that keeps a lot of IT folks up at night, hosting those ancient, creaky legacy applications. You know the ones. They've been around since the dawn of time. Held together by digital duct tape and the prayers of sysadmins, we're going to rip the band-aid off and expose the dark underbelly of legacy app hosting challenges. But don't worry, we're not stopping there. We'll also arm you with the knowledge and solutions to conquer these tech terrors and bring your legacy apps kicking and screaming into the 21st century. Let's get started. Okay, first up, let's talk about resources, or the lack thereof. Imagine your app is a hungry, growing teenager. You wouldn't feed it scraps and expect it to thrive, right? Legacy apps often find themselves in this exact scenario, stuck with limited CPU power, memory, and storage. It's like trying to run Cyberpunk 2077 on a rusty old Pentium 2. Everything slows to a crawl, users are pulling their hair out, and your app is on life support. But fear not, upgrading to modern hardware can work wonders, and throwing in some load balancers to distribute traffic evenly is like giving your app a healthy dose of vitamins. Next up is the dreaded network latency. This is the delay between a user requesting something from your app and actually getting a response. Think of it like ordering a pizza. You don't want to wait 3 hours for it to arrive, right? Poor network connectivity, routing issues. It's like the delivery driver getting lost in a maze. Users will bounce faster than you can say buffering. To combat this, you've got to make sure your network infrastructure is rock solid. Optimize those routing paths, clear out any bottlenecks. It's all about paving a superhighway for your data. Now let's talk about scalability. Imagine your app suddenly goes viral. Everyone wants a piece of the action. But if your app can't handle the surge in users, it's like trying to cram 1,000 people into a phone booth. Things are going to crash and burn faster than you can hit refresh. This is where auto-scaling swoops in to save the day. It's like having a magical server room that expands automatically to handle those peak loads, ensuring your app stays up and running no matter how many users come knocking. We've all got that one dusty old computer in the corner, right? The one that takes 10 minutes just to boot up. Yeah, having legacy hardware hosting your app is kind of like that. Those old servers might have been top of the line back in the day, but trying to run modern applications on them is like asking your grandpa to win a Formula One race. It's just not going to happen. Upgrading to modern hardware is essential. Think of it as giving your app a new lease on life, a chance to actually stretch its legs and perform the way it was meant to. Ever tried to play an online game on a server that's halfway across the world? Yeah, the lag is unbearable. Same goes for your app. Hosting it in a data center that's miles away from your users is like forcing them to play that laggy game. Frustration levels go through the roof. This is where CDNs come in, content delivery networks. They're like strategically placed caches of your app's data, ensuring users get the information they need lightning fast, no matter where they are in the world. Imagine trying to fix a single broken gear in a giant complex machine. That's what it's like dealing with a monolithic application. Everything is interconnected, making it a nightmare to scale or update individual components. It's like trying to change a tire on a moving car. The solution? Breaking down that monolith into smaller, more manageable microservices. We've all got that one drawer in the kitchen, you know, the one filled with random junk and tangled cords. Inefficient code is kind of like that, a jumbled mess that slows everything down. Poorly optimized algorithms, clunky database queries. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. The fix? Clean it up. Optimizing your code and database queries is like organizing that chaotic drawer. Everything runs smoother, faster, and without those annoying performance hiccups. If your application was a car, the database would be the engine. And just like a poorly maintained engine, a sluggish database can bring your app to a grinding halt. Slow queries, inadequate indexing, it's like trying to run on fumes. To get your database back in top shape, you've got to optimize those queries, make sure your indexing is on point, and avoid those dreaded database locks that can cause major bottlenecks. Imagine having to bake a cake from scratch every single time you wanted a slice. Exhausting, right? That's what it's like without caching. Your app is forced to process the same requests over and over again, putting unnecessary strain on your servers. Caching is like having a fridge full of pre-made cake. You get the goodness instantly without all the extra work. Implementing caching mechanisms like Redis or Memcached can significantly reduce the load on your back end, making everything run smoother and faster. Imagine driving a car without a dashboard, no speedometer, no fuel gauge, no warning lights. That's what it's like running your app without proper monitoring. You're flying blind, unaware of potential issues until it's too late. Implementing real-time performance monitoring tools is like having that trusty dashboard back. You can keep an eye on everything, identify issues proactively, and even set up automated alerts so you're always ahead of the game. So there you have it, the terrifying 10 of legacy app hosting challenges. But remember, like any good tech horror story, there's always a way to defeat the monsters. By addressing these challenges head-on with the right strategies, you can banish those performance gremlins, silence those frustrated user cries, and transform your legacy applications from clunky relics into lean, mean digital machines. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more tech insights.